Hi, it's Dave Robinson with PlantCoverCrops.com here on the 21st of March in 2011. We're right now in a slot where we had Austrian winter peas with radishes. Last fall, the Austrian winter peas out here did not get real tall, and yet as we come back in this spring out here in this plot, we don't see any peas living at all, which is a little bit disappointing in the fact that in several other plots we're seeing the peas living. I think what we found here was the radishes grew very aggressively. By the time we finally got moisture in late October, early November, the radishes were already growing and really, I think, shaded a lot of the peas out. The other thing was this was planted earlier in the autumn, so sometime in August, early September, into wheat ground, obviously. And I think what we found was that the peas that were planted real early in that August, early September time period did not overwinter near as well as the peas that were planted in September and October actually came up that late. So I think that the radishes were so aggressive out here that under these circumstances with the dry conditions last fall, our peas didn't do so well. I do want to show here that on these radishes that this is what the tops look like now, and also you've got a nice film on top of the soil. You can see these radish root leaves. We saw from work that we did with Michigan State University, where there's a large amount of nitrogen in this material right here, and that will be getting into the soil as we get more rains and as it would be worked into the soil. So these tops, again, according to what we found at University or with Michigan State, these tops had a real significant amount of nitrogen in them. So now obviously these are not in the soil. In this situation, they're not going to be tilled into the soil. We know that we've got good nitrogen also in our tubers. So this is a real nice system here where we've got a considerable amount of nitrogen or nutrient holding capacity between the tops and the roots and tubers. So again, we don't see the production from the peas here this spring, although if we look back at the video from last December, we did find peas in the field, and from the size of the tubers we had, they were not as large as where we had the crimson clover this year, but again, we didn't get the peas started near as well. And we're actually going to be doing some experimenting this year on pea planting depth, where we're looking at 1 inch, 2 inch, and 3 inch deep on the peas. I'll be planting some radishes at each depth right alongside the pea. So that's something I think that we need to look at here as well, as we're looking in test plots, looking at pea planting depth. So again, we have nice production. We just don't have any peas coming back in this spring in this plot. Again, Dave Robinson, PlantCoverCrops.com on March 21st, 2011.